Well, we've gone on Week Mini Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream, now on Thursdays. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and make it official. We've talked about it a little while. It's just easier because the newsletter comes out Wednesday, and it's always been a rush trying to prepare everything, and then, you know, sometimes I'm working right up till the end. And this way, gives me a little bit of a chance to take a little bit more time to get prepared and actually still have a nice evening and stuff like that. So we're going Thursdays from now on here on the channel. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, so thank you all for being here. A day later than usual, but now the normal day. So welcome to everybody who's here. We've got Razorquake 46, Lord Monk, Grand Galvatron PB218, Damon Sweeky, Davish Tiger, Silverbolt. I see one of our channel members, Bulkhead's Hobbies, here in the chat. Thank you for your support, my friend. And I saw a gentleman Red Alert here, Prime and Duncan, RB Blades, a lot of familiar faces. Thank you all for being here, and welcome to the new day. The new day of the week for the stream, I mean. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the news. We've got news, we've got crystal cracking, and I got one thing in this week, so which I was pretty excited about. And there's a whole story behind it too, toy-wise. So let's go ahead and get to the news. This weekend's event is called Rare Elements, and take part to win up to 3 times of the 500,000 Troop XP items, 20 million Energon and Alloy, 15,000 Premium Shards, 3,000 3-star shards, 1,500 4-star shards, or for Cybertron Skin Core, and 50,000 of each of the different types of Spark. If you're saying this sounds like a familiar prize list, that's because, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a nice little individual event. It tends to happen after leaderboards, especially ridiculous leaderboards like this last one. That they said the top teams were over 8 million points. That's an average of like 200,000 points per person. That's ridiculous. Oh man, I am so glad that I just, you know, decided not to even try in leaderboards from after. I think it worked. I think I battled hard in the first 2, and then so, you know what? That's just, no, that's not for me. We just play the leaderboards as normal events. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the one coming up this weekend. Yeah, so they did increase the amount of shards for the premium and the 4-star over what was been passed. So, and if you look at how many is there for the amount of points that you have to score this weekend, it's pretty generous. It's an individual event, so your success or failure is entirely up to you. Starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time, and Super XP throughout the event. Got to be headquarters level 4. Don't need to be an alliance because it's an individual event, and you guys know how to play the events. Battle zones are the standard battle zones, and there is the prize list. 10,000 points finishes the event for you. There's probably people out there who will be done in probably an hour, but I like to take my time in the event, so it'll take me most of the weekend, and just relax, enjoy the time off from the leaderboard. And go and get yourself some nice prizes for not a whole lot of effort. Yeah, there you go. Oktar, how's it going? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support as a channel member. Okay, so beyond that, being the first week of the saga, there's not usually a whole lot of news coming out, but I think we can start counting on Cyber Pass news coming out for the first weekend, and that's what we have here. So our new Season 3 skins, if you can complete the Cyber Pass, are G2 Grimlock and a kind of amalgamation of sorts for Dive Bomb. I forget what it is. I'm pretty sure PB2 did some research on that. Was it kind of like a Energon inspired, I think. I'm sure he'll chime in the chat here, but yeah, they look. I do like the look though, with the green and the dark blue, and of course the Energon Dive Bomb. There you go. But yeah, and then of course the blue G2 Grimlock look is great, and I showed him off last week too when we first saw it. This is the Planet X Vulcan G2 style, picked up at TFCon, and yeah, it's good. Great looking. I do like Grimlock in blue. He wears it well. And we also found out who the next combat bots will be. For the Autobots, it is Tricerashot, who apparently was from the Robots in Disguise 2015 show, one of the little mini-cons out there. And honestly, I didn't even know, but I kind of wanted that. I kind of want that guy now, but you know, he's not freely available. Cause I didn't really collect the mini-cons, but I kind of want that guy now because he actually looks pretty cool. And then Heartburn, one of yeah, and you guys saw the little spoiler there. Hotlink, one of the Battle Masters that came. Heartburn was one along with Heatstroke, or the Battle Masters that came along with the Netflix Hotlink that was out a year ago or so. So yeah, so we taking a look. I don't have Tricerashot, but do have Heartburn. So we'll take a look at him. I mean, it's pretty standard, you know, Battle Master. But yeah, so there you go. But that's all we know is what they look like and who they are. There was no bios or abilities or anything, as is typically the case for the first week. And that was pretty much it for the newsletter. But now, sit back, relax, buckle your seatbelt, because we've got quite a community corner here, because our friends over there in Discord were quite prolific this week with their art. So I do appreciate all of your efforts. It is really amazing to see the work that you do. So let's get to it. First off, we got Grand Galvatron, who I think we saw a few weeks ago managed to get the Decepticon Earth Wars patch, but now she's got the Autobot patch to go along, so she's got the whole set. So that's very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that, Grand Galvatron, and congrats for managing to complete the set. Or I think that's a complete set. I don't think they would have made any others. And so now we've got a section from Razorquake 46. First off, he wanted to share off his birthday haul. He got himself a couple of bumblebees, so that's very cool. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday to you. And so I kind of like this couple of photos. So you've got B127, that's a Cybertronian bumblebee. First, he's checking out a Volkswagen Bug. He's deciding on his alt mode. Should I be a little Volkswagen Bug, or should I be this gigantic off-road Camaro? I think I know which one I'd pick. Obviously, the Volkswagen Beetle. I mean, clearly. Because, I mean, you can't drive that big thing on roads. I mean, come on, that's not a disguise. Give me a break. But, yeah, so I just thought it was kind of funny how you had him pose there, kind of like he's decided, which one should I pick? Which one should I pick? So, yeah, very cool. Thank you for sharing those. And we've also got a little battle with RC and Shadow Panther. So, trying to sneak up, but not doing a very good job because on that brown wood floor. If it was stuck to the shadows, it would have been better. And then we've got Monkey Prime battling Megatron. And so now we go into, what was it, Forza Horizon game where you can, I guess you can custom create different decos of vehicles. So we've got Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper here. Very well done. And we got Hound and Sideswipe, and I gotta tell you that they're not getting that Lambo off the beach. I mean, that thing is stuck there. It's not meant to go off road. I don't know who thought to drive that thing on the beach, but they're not getting it off of there. The Jeep would have been fine, but the Lambo, come on, that's just ludicrous putting a Lamborghini on a beach. And now this one, some might think that this is Jazz, but actually I believe this is patterned after the Mirage in the Rise of the Beasts movie, which has yet to be released. So, very cool. Oh, that's not Hound? Oh, is that supposed to be Yellow Bee? Is that supposed to be Yellow Bee? Kind of looks green to me. But yeah, you're the one who drove the Lambo there. That's kind of crazy. Bumblebee with a Herbie paint job. Yeah, that would be pretty fun. It's Jeep B. Okay. Yeah, it looked a little green to me. So, but yeah, so we got Mirage here. And I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. I know I'm right alongside everybody else who, when we saw the that Porsche and the Rise of the Beast, like, you know, hoping that would be Jazz, but yeah, it's not. It's Mirage. But I'm still looking forward to that movie. Whenever it decides to come out, I think it's going to be fun. And I think obviously it's a new style Optimus Prime, and the other one I'm saying Knockout. It looks like a Knockout to me. I'm sure Razorquake will be filling us in here and correcting me like he did with the Jeep B as not being Hound. So, so how am I doing? Is that Knockout? Kind of looks like red. You got some people guessing that it's RC. It's RC. Okay, so it's kind of looked like, I wasn't sure if that was like a different paint job on the side or whatever. It looks a little more like a faded red, but if you want to say RC, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I can see that. That would be a cool alt mode for RC. So, yep, you guys got it. I'm the one who doesn't get it. Maybe I'm just kind of excited about that Legacy Knockout that's going to be coming, and so I'm just looking for Knockout anywhere. So, as I do. Okay, so we got RC and Optimus Prime here. Very cool. Thank you, Razorquake. And then also we've got a superhero pose from the. I'm guessing that's a Lego Iron Man. So that is pretty cool. I do like me some Legos too. So I've got quite a few Legos myself. I just got the Apollo Saturn V set. I haven't built it yet, just like I've got the space shuttle, I've got the ISS and the lunar lander sets, because I work in the space program and I like the history of it, and the Lego sets are all really cool. I just don't have any place to put them, so I haven't built them yet, but I got them. That's the important thing, is I have them so I can build them when I'm ready. Big Bronze Rib, good to see you. Okay, so thank you, Razorquake46, and now we've got PB2, our resident Minecraft artist, starting off with our newest combat bots. We've got Triceratops Shot and Heartburn there. Very well done. And then we go on to quite a long string. I believe these were all... okay, first we've got Dive Bomb. The new Dive Bomb skin that's coming. And then we get into... I forgot. There's a lot of combat bots coming, but there's a few more other ones. So yeah, we've got Dive Bomb. We've got Optimus Maximus with the Ironhide Prowl for the arms, and Sunstreaker and Mirage there for the legs. So very cool. And we've got Perceptor. That's a good looking Perceptor there. So it's always amazing how well we do that. So okay, now this is what I was trying to get to, the combat bot parade, and I really should have studied the combat bot names. Okay, so we've got Flak, and I want to say Fire Drive and Night Stalker, perhaps. We'll go with that. Then I don't remember all of these. Stripes, maybe. Pteraxodon is the Autobot. Pterodactyl is the Decepticon. So Pteraxodon and yellow guy. I don't remember. But I mean, they look great, but there's so many combat bot names. I can't remember. Roadburn. Okay, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, because he was the fire truck. Okay. Oh my goodness. Looked like we paused there for a second. So Lionizer, okay. Lionizer was made orange based on the Megatron 3-pack as opposed. Okay. And Rung and Trenchfoot and Top Shot. How'd I do? Okay, got him. All right, and then we've got Pinpointer and Top Heavy, and that is Stripes. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Super VH says PB2's going to run out of room, which means a new Transformers world. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, and who was this red guy? Red Heat, right? And Zour. Did we ever figure out how to say his name? The big long necked dinosaur dude. Zor, whatever, Littlefoot. We'll call him Littlefoot. The Land Before Time, the little brontosaurus. We'll call him Littlefoot because that's easier to say than Zour or whatever. Oh, and there's Dial in the back. I totally missed Dial. Yes, I thought that was in the. I guess I was looking at it as a background bot. Didn't even catch that. So thank you. So. Yeah, we don't really see these combat bots too much, so I don't think we'll be using that Littlefoot nickname very often. But yeah, we've got Glitch and oh man, I had his name the other day, the hammer guy. It was in there and just it decided to go off into somewhere else. Oh my goodness, Smashdown! Thank you. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. Oh man. I think that's Red Heat again, and I can't remember this other guy next to him. They got too many of them that look alike. It's hard to tell. So okay, so we've got Spoil Sport. Thank you. So we've got update here on the pronunciation from Super VH. Z-A-U-R like that. So that's how you pronounce Zour. Okay, Spoil Sport, you guys are saying, so thank you. Or just say dinosaur like that, and just say Zord. No, I'm calling him Littlefoot, just like we call him Monkey Prime and Shoulder Pads Prime. We're calling this dude Littlefoot. I'm not even going to try anymore. He's Littlefoot, okay? And there we've got Sound Barrier and Gold Barrier, or Shield Drawn. So we've got those guys, the little road dudes. So very cool. And Dazzle Strike. I remember that one. I remember that one because came with the green light figure, which not a lot of people got, but I was lucky enough to get. So yeah. Okay, Pikachu saying the way to differentiate them is Trenchfoot has white, Spoil Sport is inverted colors, and Pinpointer is the red and black limbs. Okay. Dazzle Strike is why you made Lionizer orange, otherwise Lionizer would have looked a little bit too close. Okay, we'll see, but he's not. Liονizer's not orange in the game, so you can understand me not kept picking up on it. But I do actually have that orange Lionizer. So I just didn't pick up on it for what you did in there. But I approve. And so that takes us to the other brick builder. Although this is with Legos, Bricks Motion. Thank you, PB Chew, for all of your Minecraft mystery guessing. And I'm not even going to try here because we're back into more of the plethora of mini-cons. And I just don't remember the names of all of them, so there we go. I think he described this as the Sports Car Patrol, and so we've got the Race Car Patrol and the Hot Rod Patrol. I believe I got that all right. I will say, only because I love the character's name in there. Luke, thank you for being a member for 13 months. I do appreciate it. We got the black one in here is Big Daddy. Although he is Daddy-O when they put him out in the Earthrise line. But I'm pretty sure he based these not so much on the Earthrise, but is put on the original Micromaster set, because the original Micromaster set actually had was a 4-pack. So, whereas the Earthrise, they came out as pairs. Although with the exclusive, like the gift set that Target had that one time, and the Galaxy Odyssey, Galactic Quest, or I don't even remember, something like the Galactic Odyssey. They had the little Micromaster set, so they had a few of them come out in those gift sets. So if you really wanted to kind of complete the set, if you bought some of those gift sets, you would have been able to have them in there. So Big Daddy and Trip Up's group. Yeah, Trip Up was the other one right next to him, the white with the green. Alright, so let's move it on. Okay, and this is like the Rescue Patrol. This is where we got Red Heat is in there, who we just saw in the PB2's Minecraft thing. That's him there as the fire truck, and I want to say Stakeout is the police car right next to him in the middle. And I'm not sure about the other two guys. So those two, the two in the middle, came in Earthrise. So very cool. And Combat Patrol. I think we've got Flak and Top Shot on the outsides of this one here. So very cool. Not sure about the guys in the middle. We may find them soon. Red Alert, thank you for becoming a channel member. Do appreciate it. Let's see. So we've got a couple more. I'm not entirely sure who these guys are, but it's pretty cool. I like how you can, the fact that you can transform them is awesome, and it's usually pretty easy to see with the little mini cons, and yeah, it's totally cool. I like these guys. And we've got a couple more here. Not sure of the names. Okay, Sunrunner and Sidetrack. Are you saying these here? Airwave, Skystalker. So we got some names flying through in the chat from Bricks Motion, and PB2's trying his best to get them. So. And Bricks Motion is saying these Micromasters are roughly the same size as Hasbro's Micromasters. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Hot House and Ground Shaker. Now wait a minute, Hot House when in Earthrise, or I guess it was Generation Selects, was like the big the weaponizer guy. So you saying they took? I suppose they did that with Ironworks too. Because Ironworks was originally like a little truck Micromaster, and they made him that big thing. So interesting. So the little white, I guess that's an A10 jet is Hot House. So I guess that would be why the weaponizer would have been like a kind of like I guess it was kind of a fire station, but also kind of a runway. Speaking of that Hot House from Earthrise, I bought the Toy Hack set to turn him into the Rescue Bots training facility. They haven't arrived yet, but I got that because I got to have something Rescue Bots. Anyway, and then there's Shieldron and what's his name? Fang Strike or Slitherfang. Oh my gosh, my brain is not working with names today. Oh yeah, so Shieldron and Slitherfang. Fang Strike would be a cool name too. I mean, come on, it's Fang Strike. Yeah, that'd be neat. But that's not his name. It's Slitherfang. And I know these guys. That's Pounce and Wingspan. I love these guys. Yeah, I've still got my original G1 set of these guys. I also picked up what line did they come out in? Earthrise. I picked them up there. I picked up they did a TFCon set or no, it was a BotCon set where they used the Prime Vehicon and the Air Vehicon. They used the Air Vehicon as wingspan and the regular Vehicon car as pounce. So I've got that set too. So yeah, I definitely love these guys here. So, oh, Bricks Motion saying, stay tuned, Pounce needs an update. Very cool that you did the same thing that they managed to accomplish. 2 different alt modes with nearly identical bot modes. So very cool. And then I'm guessing this is Rung because he doesn't have an alt mode. Although Rung did have an alt mode. He was an ornament. It's Primus, says PB Chew. Yes, indeed. This guy. I can see it. I can see it. The eyes. I love the eyes because he's known for his goggles. He's known for his eyes. Is that too close to focus? Super V just say you should build a transformable scooter like the comics. Yeah, this guy came with a scooter too, but I left it in the box because it's kind of pointless. Bricks Motion is admitting to getting a little lazy with Rung. Yeah, I saw it. It looks good. I think he only transformed one time in the comics because he just doesn't have an alt mode. He just basically turns into like a stick. Some people joke when you transform him, he does. He just turns into a stick with the little circle on the top. Some people kind of joke that he's like a vape pen, which is kind of funny. So, and that's it for the slideshow. So if you happen to be watching somewhere other than YouTube, there's the link. Come on over Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We stream live, and you can join all these fine folks down here in the chat. And yeah. And then I also want to give a big thanks to our channel members, and Red Alert also will be on here next week. I don't really have time to update this with people who join up during the actual stream, but I do want to shout out, and also thank you to our moderators both on Discord and on YouTube for helping keep people in line. Thank you for all of your effort and support during basically everything during the streams and all throughout the week. So, there we go. Oh boy. So before we get to the crystal cracking, let's go ahead. I pulled this up earlier, but yeah. So there's Grimlock, our G2 Grimlock, Planet X Vulcan. I don't have an actual G2 Grimlock. This is the only blue one I have. But man, when I saw this as a TFCon exclusive, I saw the blue. I was like, man, that looks pretty amazing. In fact, I'm pretty sure I talked about it in a video back there 2.5 years ago now. And then when I actually got it out of a package, seeing it on video or in pictures really doesn't do us justice. This blue is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm just blown away about how great the thing looks. And then, yeah, we've got Hot Link here, and we've got Heat Stroke and Heartburn. You can kind of tell, the lighting's not very good, but if you see, this guy's got red. He's got a red visor, and this guy's got a yellow visor. That's about the only way you can tell them apart. You got Heat Stroke and Heartburn. Otherwise, they're basically identical, just a different color visor. So we saw what he looked like in bot mode, and there he is in gun mode, complete with blast effects. And I actually did kind of The reason I had him posed with them like that is specifically because you can see their faces. Because in the picture that I take, I just like to go ahead, you know, easy to see. And then it turned out I just kind of like the pose of him just kind of like firing his guns into the air. So there you go. So see, Prime and Duncan is saying, what about a blue Volcanicus? That would be crazy. There is actually like a knockoff version of the Power of the Prime's Dinobots, and I can't remember all the colors, but they weren't all the same colors. You had I think Grimlock was red, and like Slag was blue, and Sludge was green, or yeah, and I know Slash was in there, and she was pink. So I've heard the quality of it's pretty poor because it's a knockoff, but I mean, if you like crazy colored Dinobots, that'd be a cool set to get. You know, I personally, I like the look of it. I like the crazy colors, but I don't need to spend, you know, even as cheap as it may be, I don't have the room for it. I barely got enough room for my my actual Volcanicus. And I did decorate up that Volcanicus. I mean, the original toy itself is kind of weak, but I got the add-on kit from Perfect Effect with the upgrade for Grimlock. We got the bigger sword, hands and feet, and even got all the Toy Hack stickers for all of them too. So I stickered them all up. So my Volcanicus is looking about as good as you can make a Volcanicus look. So yeah, Razorquake 46. Yeah, that's basically what I was talking about. It's like, I guess that's another way to look. I guess that's what they did, the Power Ranger version of it. Or you could call it the Rainbow, or Skittles. The Skittles Volcanicus. So, let's go to crack some crystals, shall we? So, oh yeah, the new season of the Cyber Pass is available. And you can see there the top prize is the G2 Grimlock skin, at least for the Autobots. And we learned from the previous ones, if you get to that, you do get both Autobot and Decepticon skin. But since I'm on an Autobot account, it's telling me the Grimlock skin core is there. But we'll also get the Dive Bomb one. Super V says the Volskittlkus. Nice. Okay, so let's look at the rewards here. Pretty standard rewards. Fuel cell cap increase. I always like to get to that 250.1 pretty quick, because getting that extra fuel cell helps out. Troop XP increase, these extra XP and alloy chests and stuff like that. Of course, I haven't purchased the premium pass, but I will, because I think for $10 a month, if you can afford it, that's definitely worth it. Doesn't always want to slide, but building upgrade skip and troop research skip, ability skips or upgrades, and we've got 5-star combat shards. So last month we got 5-star shards. This month we get 5-star combat shards. Oh, and we actually get it at 2 different levels. We get one at 1900 and then again at 3000. And 3500 is the skin core, and then you got total spark crystals if you keep going after that. So there is the Cyber Pass. And surprisingly, the next month, the May VIP rewards were sitting up there for me earlier, so we've got quite a few crystals to crack. I wasn't going to have many, but I've got you know, an extra 30 premiums to crack than I thought we were going to have before. And I believe these two here are Minerva character shards. Yep. So we've got 200 of those. I suppose I can pop open a 2-star version of her then. And these, I believe, are total spark crystals. Bricks of Ocean says, won't be buying this, don't really care for the combats. I get it. I understand. And I believe these are Kremzeeks. Okay, let's see what kind of Kremzeeks we're going to welcome. And I believe they said in you know, the past 2 seasons they you know, allowed gifting of the Cyber Pass, where you know, you could purchase a coin bundle and then send in information about the the person you want to gift it to, and they said they're not doing that this month because about the middle of the pass or so, they're hoping to have some in-game option where you can actually purchase the pass for someone directly. So keep an eye out for that if you're somebody who's feeling generous and wants to give a pass out to somebody else. Okay, so there's the Kremzeeks. Got a lot of reds. Do like the purples. And these are New School crystals, which I believe are shards. PB2 gonna get a first 5-star combat in this saga, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, cool. Oh, and Prime and Duncan said the same thing for getting the first 5-star combat. Yeah, 5-star combats are almost harder to collect than the bots, really. Yeah, I managed to get the the 5-star combat bots I got is because I used to buy a lot of combat bundles to try to get the new bots, but it's been a few months now since I bought a combat bundle. So my collection of 5-star combat shards has slowed down greatly. So we've got 3-star or silver chips, which gave me a gold chip, so that's cool. The rest are food, unless it's another gold chip. Rick's Motion said first 5-star combat was flak. Well, you got lucky. I actually haven't even put a combat bot on my 5-star blades yet, because I'm still I'm holding out for that 5-star flak. Oh, we got two gold chips out of 5 of those. That's pretty cool. And we had these 2 gold chips already. Explosive shells. Nah, that's food. Ray boosters. Honestly, that's food, because I'm set on ray boosters. I know it's hard to get for a lot of people, but I just get so many of them. I mean, I've got... If my bots don't have a G1, their G1 core, they've probably already got a gold ray boosters on them. Bots and cons, really. So. And, flak jacket. Food. Ugh. Let's do these premiums. This is probably gonna be Dupe City. But we gotta get through it, though, right? We gotta verify that it's Dupe City, because there might be a new one hiding in here somewhere. You never know. Or it could just be 2-star Dinobots. Hoping for flak or top shot for the first 5-star combat. Wouldn't mind others, just don't want fire drive. Yeah, well, I got fire drive out of the way already. I got the... He wasn't my first. I think Terraxodon was the first, and then I think fire drive was the next one. Alright, let's kick it into X10. that's a nice thing about it though, is because I think they put them into the batches now, so I think that first batch has fire drive in it, and so I can safely go into that batch and know that I'll get a good one because I already have the bad one from that batch. I can't remember. In fact, I think Flak might be the last one that I need to get from that batch. So, Trenchfoot was the first 5-star. Yeah, so that's another bad one to get. I don't know. I don't know if the opinion has changed or not, but I didn't particularly care for him. I mean, I've got them equipped because they do help. They're just not amazing, you know. It's not that. None of the combat bots actually hurt at all. They definitely help. It's just some are better than others.
Deploy.
Yeah, Taraxodon works well. I forget who I had him on before, but I've since moved my 5-star Taraxodon over to my 5-star Rhinox, and that is a wonderful combination. Broadside.
Prowl.
Prime and Duncan says, I'm not going to start saving for Metroplex 4-star part until I get the first 4-star combiner. That might be a good plan.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, is to trying to save up that many 4-star shards if you're still really hurting for 4-star bots. You know, one of the reasons why I kind of, you know, I'm okay not really chasing the new bots anymore is over the years I've gotten so many bots, so many of them now are just sitting there unused, and you know, why go chase after a new one that's just going to sit unused or make somebody else unused? There's only so many you can use. So, and I'm not about competing at the highest level. I mean, so I just like open up the game, having some fun, winning some battles, but I've never really had the need to stay up with the meta, as they say, or work on that. So that's why you don't ever hear me talking about any of that stuff. You go over to Sunstreak Waz's channel for that. He's totally in tune with that, and that's great. Yeah, you know, so there's a lot of people that doing that, and I'm glad there's somebody covering it for them. But that's just not anything that I've ever been interested in. I choose the bots because I like the characters, I like the abilities, I think it's fun to use, and that's what I do. Soldier, how's it going? So 3-star Ironhide and 3-star Trailbreaker. So that gives me a few extra 4-star shards, getting us that much closer to the 4-star Metroplex. Almost 2/3 of the way there. Almost. And so there's the 5-star combat chip. That number is hardly moving at all. So, okay, Legacy 1. I think that's the one we have. Yeah, so when I get that, this is totally the combat chip that I'm getting. Because as you can see, I've got all of the other ones in here. The only one left is Flak. I think when they first separated it in batches, I had already gotten Lionizer, Fire Drive, and Taraxodon. So all I had left was Night Stalker and Flak, and the last time I got one of these, I got Night Stalker, so Flak is left. That's why I haven't put anybody on that 5-star Blades, because I know this guy's coming. It's just taking a while to get here. And let's see, Legacy 2. You've got Top Shot, which is fantastic. Rung, which is great. Dial is pretty good. Smashdown is good. And then you got Trench Foot, who's kind of like the not so great one of the batch. So you got to take that risk. But I mean, Top Shot's awesome. Rung is awesome. Legacy 3, who'd they put in here? So we got Glitch, Sound Barrier, Stripes, Top Heavy, Red Heat. None of them are really terrible out of here. I know some people may not like Sound Barrier as much, but he's alright. Top Heavy's okay. Glitch, Stripes is good. Red Heat's good. And who do we got left here? So we've got Spoil Sport, Rat Trap, Air Razor. Both of those are really good. Shield Drawn, Dazzle Strike, Road Burner, Pinpointer. Good deal. I should probably go claim Minerva. That way I can say I have her. I think I saw something about there not being any story. I guess we'll find out here in a second. And here we go. Minerva! 2 stars. Yeah. Confirmed. No story. Cutscenes aren't working. Cutscenes aren't working, or they just didn't do it. Because I mean, if they're not working, and remember when they added cutscenes for like the combat bots after the fact? I think that now, like the next time you went into the game, it was just like cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene for like 20 minutes. If you had a lot of them. Crazy. All right, so I think that's it for the I think that's it for the game business. So thank you all for hanging out. Do have one toy came in. Although I could talk about this guy here. We could talk about him too. You might notice that Omega Supreme is their standing guard over me. But before we do that, I want to talk about Iguanus. Legacy Iguanus showed up on my doorstep. Finally. From Amazon on Monday. So here's the story about this guy. So I ordered him, and you know, everything went well. Ordered him and all that stuff. Then I get a shipping notification that he's coming, and I'm like, okay, great. So I went to go get, you know, check the shipping status, because I like to track the progress, and it showed delivered, left on front, left in mailbox. I'm like, that was fast. And then there's nothing in the mailbox, and I looked and it said delivered, left in mailbox, like Illinois, and I was like, that's a long way from Florida. How did they mess that up? So I was like, what happened? Where's my Iguanus? First of all, I'm not freaking out too much because this guy was like $12. It's not a huge deal for me. But still, I mean, $12 is $12, and I wanted an Iguanus. Then I looked a little closer at it, and turned out that the delivered status was only about 5 minutes after the status that said arrived at their facility. So I had this theory that some kind of glitch happened, or somebody hit the wrong button, and while it was at the post office facility, it accidentally got marked as delivered in the same location as the facility. So this was like Thursday, and so I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to call anybody. I'm going to be patient, because I'm 99% positive that was an error and that it was not actually delivered improperly. So Friday comes along, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to be there, so I didn't run out to the mailbox. Saturday comes along, I go look, maybe it shows up Saturday, and all this time I'm saying, Monday is probably about the day that it show up. So if it shows up, I'll look. If it's not there Monday, then maybe I'll make a phone call. But sure enough, it showed up Monday, just as I suspected, because I'm smart. No, I'm just kidding. But I had faith that it was a mistake. But anyway, so that's the long story short. Iguanas is here, and he makes for a pretty nice little motorcycle. And, yeah, Grimlock can eat him, I suppose. We'll move him out of the way. He's kind of taking up the space. And Hot Link, you're just a show-off. We'll move you out of the way. Let's focus on Iguanas here. So there he is. There's his little motorcycle thing. And if you were keeping track with the, keeping up with... He stays up fine if it's level, but my little display here is not always perfectly level, and any kind of little bump will knock him over. But although that he held up to that one pretty good. So anyway, so here's the little combined weapon. So this little magnet thing we saw last time came with Skywarp. The little sword thing came with Hot Rod. This little thing came with Iguanas. So we don't know, no idea what this is. But anyway, the sword by itself makes sense. This little thing doesn't make sense. Is it a magnet? Is it a slingshot? Who knows? This thing makes even less sense because it's just, whatever. So anyway, the way I like the, and you can't really put it together like this, although I suppose you're not supposed to do it. So like this, it doesn't go together. It doesn't fit, so you kind of just put it off to the side. It just doesn't line up. And you can't really quite put it completely opposite either because the tab is a little long. So I'm like, that's fine. I'll just put it at like 45-degree angle. And same thing, the sword doesn't quite go in there because it bumps up against the other thing. So again, we'll spin that at an angle too. No big deal. So there you go. So you got a nice little sword there. So we'll go ahead and get him transformed. He's got a pretty good little transformation too. He comes packaged in robot mode. It's not super intuitive, I will tell you that, which is cool. Sometimes these things are a little bit too easy. So you gotta untab the feet from the wheel. The legs tab in there, the knees do. And then when you straighten them out, you also gotta spin them a little bit. And this kind of comes out to the side, and then you actually spin him at the waist. Does a full waist rotation there. So that's extra articulation for this guy. He gets waist rotation. And these are his arms up here on the wheel. Yeah, untab there. Then they also tab in a little bit to the shoulder. Do that. And the way these wheels work is they are, they've got the ball joint. It doesn't make sense to do it that way because that's facing down. So you put this one off to the side, and you put this one off to the other side. So and you can kind of see in here the part between the two. They line up pretty well. And then this part kind of opens up, reveals the head, and this all comes back. And these tabs here actually tab into the two wheel things to kind of keep them in place. Otherwise, they will droop. I did notice this one on this side, if it's not tabbed in, it will droop a little bit. So if you get it tabbed in nice, it'll stay up. And so there you have Iguanas. And he's amazing. He's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend this guy. Even if you don't want Skywarp, even if you don't want Hot Rod, if you don't care about this cool weapon or whatever, get Iguanas. He is very cool. And as far as I'm concerned, this is his weapon. And he's got a 3mm port on his hand. So So there he is. He's kind of like the He-Man of lizards. I have the power. I've actually had him kind of posed, just kind of like this, for the just holding his sword up high with his other hand raised in triumph, and just a great little figure, just a great little toy. He is a pretender in G1, and it's a nice, and Patriot Prime actually has him from G1, the whole pretender and everything. And the whole iguana is basically the pretender shell, but the inside robot turns into the bike and has the wheels kind of off to the side there. So this is kind of a good blend of the two of them. One thing I noticed in a picture that he shared recently is that the colors that they put on this guy match the G1 shell almost perfectly. He's got the gold there, he's got kind of a beige here, he's got the red and the gold here, the black there. The only thing this guy's missing is his shoulders are black as well. So, and I just noticed that today, so I'm thinking at some point I may go and put some black paint on his shoulders, just kind of break it up, you know, and make it a little bit more G1. I mean, he's even got the yellow eyes like the G1. I mean, it's basic. The paint apps are practically spot on, except for the black shoulders. So yeah, so it was quite an ordeal, so more or less, to from the time that he shipped until the time that he got here. But oh man, it was worth it because it's just a fantastic figure. Highly recommend this guy. And as a core class figure, he's pretty affordable. So if you can only get one of them, get Iguanus. Best core class figure. The Soundwave that we got in Kingdom is also excellent. Best two core class figures, totally. But yeah. And that was basically it for the new stuff. But you know, I was sitting there Sunday. I was a little bored. I don't know. But I just kind of watched some movies, and I was like, man, I need to do something. I can't just sit here and watch movies all day and not get anything accomplished. And then I started thinking, it's like, you know, sometimes when I'm sitting there not really feeling particularly productive about doing anything, I was like, you know, toy hacks. You know, sit down, you know, or maybe I'll build a model. And I wasn't really in a model building mood, you know, but toy hacks, you know, put some stickers on a figure. Except I kind of worked through my backlog for the normal size bots, and the only thing I had left was the Titan class stuff. So I had Omega Supreme, I still have Scorponok and Trypticon toy hacks labels to do. And I was thinking, well, which one do I do? I was like, I saw Omega Supreme sitting there. I said, let's do Omega. So I did. Started at Sunday evening, did it, continued Monday evening, and then I did it more Tuesday evening, and I finished it up last night. So quite a bit of time. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to really get this guy totally in focus, but so there's so many you know, little labels here. It does cover up a little his ports here on the front, but you know what? Who's going to use it? I'm not going to use it. I haven't translated it all, but he's got little ancient Autobot Cybertronian writing all over. A lot of these safety stripes, arrows, little. One thing I didn't do. One sticker they had a sticker for this spot right here. It adds a little bit of the yellow mechanical detail, but I am not covering up. That is one of the best Autobot logos I've seen on any figure. It's nice, big, it's clear. There's no way I'm putting a sticker to cover that up, so I didn't. That's one sticker that I chose not to put on. He's got this nice big sticker here. A bunch of other little details. The stickers on his tracks were not as bad as you might think they would be. There is a lot of them. But they weren't that bad. A lot of stickers. Most of the stickers were done when he was in his alt mode, so I had him separated in the tank, the rocket ship, And once I got them all combined, there were really only just a handful of stickers left. But he's got a bunch of stickers here for the tracks. You know, all these are 2 big stickers along the sides, and then you got the little middle bits on the end. He's got stickers here, stickers on these ramps. There's more of a look. Oh, he's getting all tangled up in the wires. More of a look at his tracks, and what he's even got some command screens here on the backs of his hips. Got another Autobot logo here. That's obviously for alt mode, and there's actually quite a few stickers that you can't even see because they exist inside the body, where once you take him, when you have him combined here, it covers up a lot of the stickers because they're for the alt mode. Because when you can kind of see a little bit of it here on his shoulder if the light gets it right. There's some windows there. He's getting caught up in the wires again. That is the one weakness of Omega Supreme: camera wires. But yeah, so if you take out the tank, let's see if I can do that without too much trouble. Should be able to remove the tank. Yeah. So there we go. So there's all the stickers that are sitting there inside, hidden by the tank mode. You got all sorts of computer screens that you can put wherever you want. These stickers here for the doors in the back, very difficult to apply. Trying to get, and the windows too, trying to get all the way in there. You absolutely need tweezers. I'm telling you, my mind's still not working. You absolutely need tweezers to get these in here. Very difficult to do, but you give it a little patience, you can get it. And I'm just noticing I put this little elevator door one a little off center, but you know what? I'm not going to do anything about it. So you got more windows up here, more up here. Nice little logo here. I think this is the one I think I did translate. It says Guardian Rocket Base Omega Supreme. So, oh, and yeah, so there's a little bit more down here because when he's actually transformed into alt mode, this kind of sits down at ground level, and can't really tell because of the lighting, but yeah, so you got a helipad sitting up there up top. So yeah, very cool set to apply. A lot of stickers specifically for the alt mode, and yeah, a lot for the robot mode too, but many more for the alt mode. This part here doesn't ever want to come off easily for me. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Ugh. But this front cover here never wants to come off easily. It's just tabbed in a couple of spots, but mine gets hung up for some reason. So yeah, there he is with the tank. I didn't lock it all in just because of the difficulty of this, but you know, it's got stickers all along here. There's extra, more safety stickers, arrows, safety here, more there. Open this up. Stickers all in here. because this is like a hangar. Battle station, carrier, tank, cargo bay sticker there. I don't know if you can pick it out, but there's a screen all the way back in there. The easiest way to get that one done is just kind of half untransform it. You know, I just undid this, and then there it is. Real easy to get to these stickers in the back. So if you ever do this sticker set for these inside of here, just fold this back and a lot easier to get to those stickers. So yeah, so basically one night I did the rocket, the second night I did the tank, the third night I did all of this, and then the last night I basically did it when it was combined. So yeah, it's quite doing a sticker set on a Titan is quite the ordeal. It is definitely not a one-day job. I'm just gonna set all the. Yeah, let's get sit here. I'll have him looking at you. Yeah. So this is the second Titan set that I did. The first one I did was the Ark. And I did that like over New Year's. I had just had the days off, and I basically spent 2 full days, like 6 hours, 7 hours a day, doing the Titans, the Ark set. This one I did probably about as many hours, 12 to 14 or so. I just did that split over 4 evenings as opposed to 2 full days. Razorquake said, "Oh boy, wait till they come out with the Unicron set." Well, they're releasing that in waves. First, I'm sure you saw my video about the set for his Maw, you know, the robot or the planet claw. I have another set for him for the head and torso. There's some stickers for like his belly, you know, his like 6-pack or whatever. And also for his head and like the claws, you know, for in the planet mode, the big claws. So I have a set for that, and they also just released a set for his rings, and I have that on order coming to me. So it's not a they've done that where they're doing a little bit at a time, which is I think a very good thing to do, because it's a lot easier to say, yeah, I'll spend $20 here, and then $20 a little bit later, and $20 a little bit later, instead of going, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go spend another $500 on stickers for this toy, and then have like a stack of sticker sheets like this big, and just like, I'm never going to get to that. It's much better to do it the way that they're doing it in waves, and I think that's a good idea, and I'm so okay. Been trying to reach Magic Cards instead of Orty, talking about him how he's just gonna So I was just kind of like looking back. Someone was asking, "Is that PB2 was asking, is that Road Ranger or Huffer in the corner?" I'm not sure how you saw, but yeah, I've got Road Ranger, Puffer, and Huffer off in the back over here. Can you? Yeah, they're off screen over here. Well, let me tell you. Also, I've got a pretty big order of Toy Hack set. It's coming in soon. One of the things that I ordered was the set for Road Ranger. And I think it's a cool set. It's basically like Road Ranger Dinosaur Hunter. They've created like a few panels of a comic for him, and just a cool sticker set. It's one of those off the wall sets. It's not just an enhancement of like Omega Supreme. They're just adding details to the guy that we already know. But it's the best one I can think of is that monster set they did, where they took the alternate universe Prime, the dead Prime, and they basically a completely unique set to make him like he's a monster, like he's an undead monster or something like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So Road Ranger does that. It comes with a couple of katanas, like swords, and just a really cool set. And I'm if you're interested in seeing what it looks like, before I get to it, go check out Patriot Prime. He did a review of that set. He's already got his, and he's done it. And I was considering it already, and then when I saw his video on that, I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. We're okay. I need to order this. And so it was, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Let's just put it that way. So. Well, I see my pose of Omega Supreme has been bothering some of you guys. That's why I turned it off the camera. I'm going to go ahead and get him restored. Back into his body. There. Now you guys don't have to worry about creepy Omega haunting your nightmares. See, Jontimus Prime saying the only toy hack stickers I have are Pyro for Power of the Prime's Inferno. Finisher selects Ricochet, Stepper, and Nova Prime for Combiner Wars White Optimus Prime. Yeah, that's interesting that you bring that one up. That White Optimus Prime, the Battle Core Optimus, I think is what it was called. That was the first figure that I bought specifically because I wanted to put a toy hack set on it. I had no interest in that White Optimus Prime whatsoever. And you mentioned the Nova Prime set. I went the Thunderclash way. So they had two options you could do for that one. So you could three, I think. I think they also had an Ultra Magnus set, and maybe even just an enhancement set. So they might have 4 different options. But anyway, there is an Ultra Magnus conversion set, there is the Nova Prime conversion set, and there is a Thunderclash conversion set. I chose Thunderclash, and I bought that figure specifically for that toy hack set. And I never did get that Power of the Prime's Inferno, and I was thinking, I was on Toy Hack's site, I saw some stickers, and I almost made that one another figure that I got specifically for a Toy Hack set, but I never ended up pulling the trigger for it. So Just Elite says, last stream I'm tuning into, though I'll stay subbed, officially called it quits with Earth Wars. Well, that's cool. I hope you still stick around, because as you can see, we also talk about things that are not Earth Wars, like now. I do still want to separate and have just a Earth Wars focus stream, and then everything else kind of focus stream. So keep your eyes out for that. Still thinking Mondays. I haven't got into a routine yet as far as getting back to work to really nail that down. But it's going to be coming. This permanent move to Thursday. If you guys weren't here earlier, We're permanently on Thursdays now, just because it's easier for me. Newsletter comes out on Wednesday. I can take Wednesday to kind of take my time and build up the slides, and then we can stream on Thursday instead of trying to squeeze it all in. It's just been very rushed, and so I just made the decision that last week when I did it, when I didn't have the time, I was kind of forced into it. It felt good, and then when I got there this week Wednesday, I was like, I think I need to do it again, and I decided, it's just easier, and it was right, because I wasn't done preparing the slides until like 8:30. It's better this way, for my sanity. Plus, it also gives the separation and opens up the window for doing things Monday. So I appreciate it, just Elite. Raising Quake 46. Yes, I did actually do a video on that Thunderclash set, didn't I? Yeah, one of the few videos that I've done. So yeah, I was doing Toy Hacks videos before Patriot Prime even did his first one, but he does them way better than me, and I haven't done nearly as many as him. So it's just funny, but yeah, I did do that. I've done a few Toy Hacks videos. It's just I never figured out a good format, and he's just the master at it. All praise to Patriot Prime for his Toy Hacks videos. Yeah, honestly, the only reason I did the Unicron set is because I'm pretty sure he's not doing it, because he hasn't even opened his Unicron yet. So I was like, well, somebody's got to cover Unicron. So, and I gotta tell you, it's not easy, because I had him sitting like back over here when I was filming that. I had it sitting back over here. I had the camera sitting about right there, and the lights aimed weird, and it was not a comfortable position, because Unicron doesn't fit in the usual space, like here in front of me. I mean, you saw earlier, Omega Supreme barely did. Look how he compares the Unicron back over there. So it's not an easy thing to film, and but I'll do it. I'll get it. I mean, he's got his head there, and the torso, and then the rings. So I'll do it. I'll get it. Red Alert says I have to put my Toy Hacks on my G1 6-shot and finish my G1 Skylinks. Yeah. I actually, another one of the sets, I ordered quite a few sets. So I got the Unicron rings, I got the Road Ranger, and because I got Road Ranger, I figured I might as well get the set for Puffer. It's not as amazing as the one for Road Ranger, but hey, if I'm getting the one for the one, I might as well get the one for the other. And then I think I threw in Earthrise Skylinks. Pretty sure those are the sets I have coming to me. And now that I think back, I think I have a set for G1 Hoist, and because I got a reissue G1 Hoist, and and I thought it didn't come with stickers, but although I think I just saw recently it was just kind of tucked in a different spot. But I got a Toy Hack set too, so. I'm not in a rush to do that, because he's one I've got him in the package, and I kind of like having him in the package. So. Okay, so I'm just seeing John Thomas Prime says the Nova Prime's got 4 ricochets for his limbs. The color on Ricochet matches so well with Kamite. Oh, I see what you did. The Ricochet was from the the Power of the Prime's Jazz, right? Yeah, so it was a combiner. I see what you did. You took yes, that does sound like it would look really cool. Yes, I'm with you now. That does sound like it would look really cool. With the because Ricochet is like black, So you got the stickers for that too. Yes, yes, yes. Did you see the light bulb? That was probably off camera. It's a Major Quake says, I'm thinking about getting the Power Master Optimus Prime set, but I'm horrible at putting stickers on. It is tough. It is tough. I would highly recommend, if you're going to do anything with that, get some really fine tip tweezers. I don't have them with me, but Toy Hacks themselves sells a set of really fine tip. I mean, it's like super pointy. I mean, it's like if you poke yourself, you'll bleed kind of pointy. Get a set of tweezers like that, if you, because they're super helpful for like the really tiny stickers. And you just kind of got to be patient. So, oh, you did a video on your channel. Okay, oh, yeah, I'll have to go swing over by there and go check out your Nova Prime combiner. Red alert, torn on whether to order the set for Fans Toys Phoenix. I haven't seen that because I don't have that figure, but I never got the Siege Jetfire set either, but it looks really cool. I would imagine the set for Phoenix looks pretty amazing as well. Quake says, when I built my Lego Iron Man, showed earlier, I had to put on stickers and literally had to call one of my friends to teach me how to put on stickers. Well, let me tell you, Lego stickers are harder than the Toy Hack stickers. I have trouble putting Lego stickers on myself. Trying to, especially when they're like, because you got to put them on like a square brick, and you try to line it up with one of the corners and you get it on, then you get to the other corner and you realize you've got like twice, 3 times the space over there. So trying to figure out where to put it on is very challenging. So Lego stickers are challenging for me too. The way Toy Hacks does it, they find little spots, they find little divots. Let me just randomly, I have no idea. I don't think they've done a set for him yet, and if they do, I have no idea if they would do a set for this particular spot. So you got Bulkhead here, right? You see on his arm, you see how it's kind of got this little outcrop right there. If they were to make a set for that outcrop, it would match the shape of that perfectly. If you would have no chance of getting that wrong. They might even do a set on the or a sticker for the inset. So like going from the top here and then down around that and then out. So it's kind of got like a C shape right there. They might even do a sticker for that, and I guarantee you it would fit perfectly. And what you would do, it kind of fits in the little divots. So you take the sticker and you kind of pick a corner where you think which is the most crucial to kind of match, and so help you line it up. So to me, I would see like, so it goes, it's kind of got a little notch right there. So I would probably hold the sticker and then try to first put it in here to try to match this little curve right that side, and then when you put that in there, and then if you line it up right, it almost sticks itself. And it doesn't happen perfect every time, and that's just the way it goes. So here's another spot where they'll probably have a sticker. So like right here, it's kind of like kind of like a little dip down here over and like that. They would make a sticker that's exactly that shape. So you just kind of, you know, find out the best place to line it up, and point is, toy hack stickers are easier than Lego stickers. So don't think that you can't handle it because you can't handle Lego stickers. Lego stickers are hard, man. Alert says, Hoist, I believe I'm going to start doing reviews again later this year after August. Oldest daughter is going off to college and I'll have a spare room. Hey, awesome. Get the kids out of there and take back your house. You can to turn it into your hobby room. Cool. I'm looking forward to that. John O'Sprite says toy hack stickers take more time to put on than Lego stickers. Well, yeah, because there's more of them. I mean, even a big Lego set, you're only going to get maybe 10 stickers. But the 10 stickers, they just, I don't know. I just have trouble putting Lego stickers on, like getting them lined up just right. I mean, I figure it out. I get through it, you know. But I just find toy hacks easier because they design them to fit the spaces where they go very well. The ones that are hardest, honestly, are the big stickers. You know, the like long stickers that cover a big area. You might think the small stickers are the toughest. Those are, except for like the really tiny ones, like the windows on these Titan dudes. Those are a pain. But other than that, the smaller stickers are actually easier than the big stickers. And I think that's the problem with the Legos. They tend to be more of the big style. I mean, they're not huge, but relative, you know, thinking in terms of the toy hack stickers, they're of the big style stickers. And I think that's what makes them tough. Razorquake closing down 300 subs. Congrats. All the figures going into one room. Tired of having them all over the house, huh? Lego car set for the Lambo LP500. Yeah, I've definitely seen the Lego sets for the cars. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them because I don't have enough space for the Lego sets that I do have, and I've seen them and they look amazing, but I haven't really paid attention to what all of them are. But yeah, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that Lego Optimus Prime that was leaked. I still haven't seen anything official, but you know, every now and then, you know, they talk about, oh yeah, this one is rumored to be Optimus Prime or whatever. So I do follow a couple of Lego channels on YouTube, and so I'm sitting there. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Plus, I'm in the Lego VIP program on the Lego.com, so I get their newsletter every week. So, I'm looking. Every time I see, you know, every time I see a Lego email, I'm like, ooh, they talk about? Oh, no, they're not talking about Optimus Prime yet. They're just talking about these cool Star Wars diorama sets. So I guess we don't need to look at that wall anymore, do we? But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I pay attention to the Lego set. You know. But yeah. Like I was saying, that's my most recent set. I think they said this is like 40 inches tall. So the rocket put together would stand taller than Unicron by about 10 inches. So, but what's really cool is it does actually separate into all, you know, first stage, second stage, third stage. You know, it's got the lunar module, service module. It actually separates, and you can actually lay it down on its side with, They've got like stands, so you can lay it down on its side to display it, kind of like the way they have it displayed over the visitor center at Kennedy Space Center. So I'm looking forward to building this at some point, but I still got to build my. I got that really detailed space shuttle and also the bigger version of the lunar module and all this stuff. So I still got a Voltron to do. I've got the Voltron set. I got that like what 3 or 4 years ago. I still got to do that Voltron set. The Thor's Hammer. That one kind of passed through. I caught a glimpse of that, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. I haven't seen it since. I need to look more into it. It's weird because as much as I like Marvel, I haven't really gotten into the Marvel Lego or any other like Marvel merchandise. Not I look at the Marvel Legends. I think they look cool, but I haven't purchased any of them. I look at the Marvel Lego. They're pretty cool, but I haven't really gotten any of them. Even like I go to Disney World a lot, and I've been collecting some of the pins. I only have like a handful of Marvel pins, and those are just because we kind of got them in trades or something like that. But I have a lot of Star Wars pins. I've got some Star Wars Black Series. I got tons of Star Wars Legos. So it's kind of weird. I like Marvel, but for whatever reason, I just don't seem to be getting Marvel merchandise. But that Thor's Hammer is pretty cool. I'll have to look into that to see a little bit more about it. I have built some of those little, like, statues. Like, I built Grogu. They had the little set where you could build, they call it the child, but it's Grogu. I built the Mandalorian helmet. I built the Boba Fett helmet. I built that's one Marvel set. I built the Infinity Gauntlet. So I might, so if that Thor's Hammer is kind of in the same spirit as those things, then yeah, I'll probably end up with it. Yeah, the Iron Man helmet. I'm sure that is like the other helmets that we've done, but like the little busts. That's kind of what I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. I'm sure that would be fun. Engineer crankcase. Oh, because of the Decepticon. Hey, yeah, I mean, I'm an equal opportunity Transformer fan. Sometimes. I just feel, I was wearing the Decepticon shirt. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this is the shirt. When I got this shirt, I was looking, okay, cool. See, it's Siege. It's got Megatron, Starscream, and then when I got this, I saw it's got Brunt. Really, I mean, so when I got this shirt, I opened it, and I'm just sitting there looking at the shirt, kind of like, and my girlfriend's looking at it, like, what? You don't like it? I'm like, no, it's great. It's just like I never would have expected to see that guy on a shirt. So it's crazy, So I was just like it's amazing. I never would have expected this. I mean, my jaw dropped, and I was dumbfounded. She thought I didn't like it. It's like I never thought that guy would ever be on a shirt. But yeah. So I figured since I was repping the Decepticons on my T-shirt, I might as well throw on the hat too. So. I get when I first saw it, I was like, "What is he talking about?" And then I was like, "Oh, yeah, because of those." Gotcha. So you're recommending the Thor's Hammer set? Okay, cool. I'll definitely have to look closer at that one. There's 8 face pajamas that existed. Yeah, that's surprising. Who would have thought of all Transformers characters, Ape Face? But it's cool when you see something like that because I mean, it's like it always seems to be like the iconic 5 or whatever. Optimus, Megatron, Bumblebee, Starscream, Soundwave. It always seems to be like those 5. Those are like the iconic 5 Transformers. It's like it's. Yeah, I'm sure others could add sure you could go and add more to the list and stuff like that, but it always seems to be those. So when even on this shirt, it's Megatron, Starscream. You got a Laserbeak and Ravage, which is kind of Soundwave adjacent. So there, even this shirt is kind of living up to it. But then they throw a Brunt in there for good measure. So. It's cool to find. It's cool when you see some other characters getting some love. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show this off. Along with Omega Supreme, it came with a countdown. Actually, the set originally came with stickers for countdown, and just like you could take his arm, his rocket, and kind of half transform it and make it like a rocket base. So, not a whole lot of stickers. It adds a little bit of a silver there, adds a little silver in the dish. Those were actually a lot easier to put on than you might expect. They actually went on really easy. A little sticker here for like a cockpit, I guess. Yeah, a little stripe down the side to put stickers on the... That was already a silver pin and put a silver sticker on it. Not sure why we did that, but that makes it a little bit less shiny, I guess. Yeah, no, option on this little part right there, you can put an Autobot logo or continue the stripe. I actually put the stripe first and then realized, oh, you can put an Autobot logo there. And then when you transform him, there's really not a whole lot for robot mode. You just put the little silver belt buckle there and Autobot sticker for his little chest. So, a few stickers for Countdown. Most of them went on Omega Supreme. Oh, I think it's getting to be that time. I do appreciate everybody sticking around and finding us on the new night. If you got this programmed into your calendar, make an update. It's going to be Thursdays from now on. It works well on Thursdays. Just yeah, if you weren't here for the explanation before, the newsletter comes out Wednesday. About noon time for me, and I work, and some days, I've been working from home for most of these past couple of years, but I'm going to have to start going into work, and sometimes I won't be getting home until like 5 o'clock, and trying to take the newsletter and build slides, and trying to find something to eat, and all. It's just too much of a rush. And it's not really necessary to do the streams on Wednesday anymore. It used to be when I first chose Wednesday, it was because the newsletter wasn't going out to everybody. The newsletter was just like a VIP thing. If you were in the Transformers Earth Wars VIP, you got the newsletter. And then, of course, the VIPs tended to share it out to everybody else. So I felt I was doing kind of like a service. For a lot of people didn't get the newsletter. You wouldn't even know what was going on unless I was able to give it to you. Well, they've since opened up the newsletter to everybody. Anybody can sign up. So a lot of times when you guys show up for the streams, you already know what I'm going to talk about. I appreciate you showing up anyway. But like I said, it's not real super crucial that it needs to be done on Wednesday. But I've been kind of sticking with that because that's when it's been, and that's just kind of what we've been used to. But it's been tough. So. Prep on Wednesday, stream on Thursday, I think is a good plan. So. Prime and Duncan go to be marching in a parade tomorrow. Have a nice night. Have fun. I remember back in high school, I marched in a fair few parades myself. Wrapped in a sousaphone. and with that image... I think it's time to sign off. We've talked about it before, and I'm sure we'll talk about it again. But that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate everybody sticking with me through to the end. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.